unbiased reportage of news, sports, business, entertainment, and cultural documentaries. Voice of the People 90.3 FM became a symbol for 21st century media. And now, a new baby is born. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV, youthful, full of vigor and penchant for excellence in the continent's media space, exposing the wrongs, applauding the rights, dissecting the news without fear or favor, through factual and accurate stories and contents.
Corruption kills three things that makes a society.
Representing the interests of the people and giving them a voice. Voice of the People TV is here to stay towards building a fair society. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television, truly a voice for the people.
Hey guys, it's your girl Arika of the Dimples, aka Risky Baby, and you are watching VOP TV. Do not go anywhere. Where are you going to? Stay here. Calm down. Stay here if you're not.
What's up, everybody? Who's Arco here, and I'm hanging out on VOP TV. Keep it locked, don't go nowhere. Let's go.
Hi everyone, my name is Yvonne Jagade. You are watching VOP TV, and don't change the dial, because I said so.
Who's happy to post? I mean, who's happy the most? Because when shit goes south, y'all be happy to ghost. When you make a wrong move, they be happy to roast. But be careful when you win, who's not happy to toast. I am VJ Adams, and you rock with VOP TV. Don't move.
Hi, people. Bisola here, and you are watching VOP TV. Mwah.
Shout out to VOP TV. It's so good to have you on the red carpet of AV. Love you all. Wishing you all the best.
Here's a shout out to VOP TV. It's your girl April Oshidikwe at the AV premiere. You know what it is.
Hi everyone, my name is Linda Ejiofor Suleiman, and I'm live at the EV premiere. Keep watching VOP TV.
I want to say hello to my Italian friends. I want to say them that Nigeria is the best country in the world, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you so much.
Hi guys, my name is Tomo Atsebe. I'm an actor, and you guys are live on VOP TV. Keep it locked, because I said so.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is your girl Folu Storms out here, and this is a big shout out to VOP TV.
Hi guys, my name is Charles Bourne.
My name is Lydia Lawrence, and
please keep watching Voice of the People Television. Love ya.
The red carpets, awards, the razzmatazz, music, fashion, interviews, and more. Spotlight on Voice of the People Television. Let's feed you with all the juicy stories in the global entertainment space, bringing you the glitz and glamour as they hot. Stay tuned to Spotlight, 1 p.m. Monday to Friday. Spotlight on VOP TV. Entertainment like never before.
In a world where power shifts its every headlines, news breaks and events happens, we bring you unbiased and explicit information on politics, economy, and state of the nation. We break down the chaos. Facts, not fluff. Truth, not spin. We discuss not just politics, but a glimpse into the future. Voice of the People Television. Now you have more than a voice.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
This is African News on Voice of the People Television, where we don't just bring you the news, we bring you Africa's heartbeats, the policies that shapes our world, and the economy that determines our future. African News on Voice of the People Television. Stay with us.
when I first heard VOP, I thought they were talking about me because I'm a voiceover personality. But no, this is Voice of the People TV, and you are riveted forever because this is the place to be.
Yo guys, your boy Chella. Shout out to VOP TV. I love you guys.
Salut, salut tout le monde. Suspect 95. Là, on est sur VOP TV. On passe un bon temps. J'espère que vous kiffez. On est au Afrima. On est ensemble. VOP TV.
Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy giddy giddy. VOP, you don't know Stoneware from Ghana representing live and living color. Yeah, Beam Nation president. Outside with it. Bless up.
Hello, this is Milo from Ivory Coast. Keep watch Voice of the People TV. Regardez la voix du peuple, la télévision de la voix du peuple. Que Dieu vous bénisse. À très bientôt. Love you so much.
Hi guys, what's up? This is Gaze Baba. I am watching VOP TV. Usually you be told to not touch the dial, but I tell you to touch the dial and increase the volume. You're like, keep it locked. It's Afro Gospel. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Shego Arunze. You're watching VOP. Don't change the dial.
My Joe, fine girl. My Joe, fine babe. Only are you, but on the Fuji was who. Yes, don't touch the dial. This is me, Dr. Adiwala Iba. Keep watching VOP TV.
Behind every broken deck lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education system. Edu Dialogue, Saturdays, 3 p.m., only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday on Voice of the People Television.
In a world where power shapes with every headline.
In a nation full of questions.
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing.
And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns.
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers.
It's usually a very nice feeling to be on the show. Anytime we have to be with Sports Republic, and I feel very great to be here today because there's a lot to be checked about. And then I could say good morning to you from wherever you're watching us at this time around. This is Voice of the People, television, and it's a big one to talk today. Now we start off with one because it will be a long conversation. I have with me Nestor Patrick right here on the show today, and also we'll be connecting to Edo State, Benin to be exact when the time is all right to have Carrington Palmer join us. But the news is about the CAF story and also the CAF news. There's a denial right here from the CAF board saying that the Senegalese are yet to appeal that Afcon trophy talk or possibly the issue right now. So we want to see the verdict, and they'll be giving from now till April 7th to appeal. Else, we could just say it's a Moroccan thing and we have to wait. But for the Senegalese people, there's a news also that says that they still see themselves as champion, and this one is about a court of arbitration. We are waiting to know if the Senegalese will have to appeal this one or possibly just be on the sideline, because Sadio Mane, Papsa, Idrissa Gueye, Kalidou Koulibaly, all of those guys still say they are champions. So who is the champion for Afcon? And there's also a news about 1976, what happened in the past, where the Guinea side are saying if they want to protest this, we have to go back to 1976 and then protest this to the high level, that the Moroccan side don't deserve this one. Now, let's look at it from two perspectives. If you give it to the Senegalese, it will be twice that they won the Nations Cup. If you give it to the Moroccan side, it will be twice. But from the CAF verdict, they say, with the news that we had, that the tournament has been won and forfeited, so it's a Moroccan thing off the pitch. So we look into this case and we're asking questions. Whose report do you believe? We have to wait and know how it will come to play. So let's connect to Edo first of all. I like to do Edo first of all, not like the usual, starting from the studio. Let's connect. If Carrington Palmer is here, we can talk this first of all and look into this part. Carrington, if you're here, good morning. Great to have you. He's on the sideline. I don't think we have him now. Okay, so we'll keep him on the side. So while we wait for Carrington to join us on the show, let's talk with Nestor Patrick right here. Nestor, good morning. Great to have you.
Good morning, Kizike. Good morning, Lagos, Nigeria.
Possibilities of Senegalese losing this case?
It's a tall order in the first place. I'll have to read something out in the last 24 hours. Like you rightly did say, CAS denies receiving appeal from Senegal. Yesterday, I saw the news. I wasn't really happy about it because I had to take a deep breath, thinking about what Sadio Mane said on air, saying we are the champions, and the whole world knows the truth that we have played, we have conquered, and we are yet to receive the right news from Court of Arbitration.
Yeah.
And at the tail end of the day, what I feel like is, like you rightly did say, it's a Moroccan thing. And for me, I would just say they should go to Court of Arbitration, appeal, and if it would mean them, getting to like forfeit this tournament of the 2025-2026 African Cup of Nations, I think that would be the best, because there's a whole lot of speculations flying on air. We don't know the one that is true, and we don't know, if it's just speculations at the tail end of the day.
Well, who is the champion for you? Who is it? If you are asking this question, you've been asked this question saying, Nestor Patrick, who would you say is the champion? Is it the Senegalese or the Moroccan side? Now, let's get it right. Let's even talk about what happened on that very day. We did see the game. We saw what happened. Sadio Mane, Idrissa Gueye, Pape Gueye as well. Some of those guys did not leave the pitch. Why the majority of the guys? I think it took 17 or 15 minutes before the game started. And Sadio Mane said, I was asking questions, what do we do? Some managers were also there. Diouf came down to the stand and also had a word with him. Now, everyone is saying the game, I think there's one article, 84 or 7, I can't stand to be corrected, that states something that has to do with, hence the referee has said the game can start. The penalty was taken, it was missed by Brahim Diaz. No one is talking about what would have happened if Brahim Diaz had scored the penalty. Maybe no one will talk about it. Yes. Now, verdict-wise, what that record says is that the Senegalese have faulted, no doubt. But if you look at it from the other perspective of the article by CAF, hence the referee said the game can continue, then we shouldn't be talking about this. But from the Senegalese point of view, they are saying we are champions. So you look at it from that aspect. It's more like Sadio Mane did say it's coming.
Okay, from the point of football, let's go into football.
Right.
The philosophy of the game is football on the pitch. And after 90 minutes, whatever has happened after 90 minutes stays with football on the pitch. But here, we have to go back to the laws as well. I think it's 84, 87 of the CAF, if I'm not mistaken. I can't really reminisce.
Right.
But if, like I rightly did say the other time I came here, I said whatever a ref has decided to do
on the pitch,
then for me, I'd rather say, I wouldn't want to say the Moroccans are champions, because at the tail end of the day, they did so many things that I would want to fault the Moroccan national team. Not just Morocco as a body, what they did, there's a name they call them, the Royal Morocco, whatever. But on the pitch of play that day, yes, the Senegalese faulted. But what happened afterwards? They were given a penalty, the Moroccans. What ended with the penalty? Brahim Diaz missed the penalty. And the game went on. So it's the referee who has the final say. And what happened? The Senegalese were able to get one goal, and that ended the hopes.
Yeah, I think I have that one. That rule you're talking about, the states. But you need to know, not like a reminder. 2 months later, we heard that the Royal Moroccan Football Federation filed an appeal, and then arguing that Senegal walked off the pitch, violating Article 84, which added and addresses abandonment and failure to complete a match. So that's the record on that one. But on March 17, 2026, CAF Appeal Board ruled in Morocco's favor and said officially they are the champions with a 3-0, forfeit win for them. Now, but we talk about the decision, and you look at how this has come out to play. Let's talk to Carrington. Carrington, if you're here, let's talk about this with you. Whose report do you believe? Good morning, great to have you join us this day.
Good morning, Kiziki.
So you heard us talk about the appeal. CAS have said we don't have any appeal from the Senegalese body, and we give them up till now from this day till April 7 to appeal, hence, or possibly they might be losing it to Morocco.
Yeah, I saw the news yesterday from CAS saying that they did not get any appeal from Senegal, and I don't think CAS would want to jeopardize their reputation by saying that, oh yes, Senegal did not submit an appeal to them when actually Senegal did submit an appeal. But they still have, I think now since the 7th of April is about 2 to 3 weeks for Senegal to submit that appeal to them. Yeah, because I think this whole situation is not looking very good. Is somehow giving African football an image that is not supposed to get. Yeah, but I really hope Senegal do launch that appeal if they haven't done it already. But they still have the ball on their court. They have their set to play. Should they not submit that appeal by the day of the deadline? So we are waiting to see what the Senegalese FA are going to say about this. Let's wait and see what they are going to say.
So, Carrington, tell me possibilities of the Senegalese losing this case. How will you want to rate it about 100? Possibilities of them losing the case.
With the IFA rules that I saw, that I checked myself, the game was ended by the referee whistle. So, and that is one strong point that the Senegalese are going to actually bring out to say, yes, the referee.
No, okay, I think it's up for now. This is not, just going off on that part now. So quickly, let's talk about this again. The moment I'm saying just lose connection, we'll have to reconnect with him. Hopefully he's back. Talk about Carrington Palmer. Well, let me just say this. If you ask me, I don't know what to be the outcome, but I'm looking at it from two perspectives, right? I'm looking at the emotional part, and I'm also looking at the marketing part. The emotional part where these guys have really played in their heart, body, soul, spirit, and mind. They've given their all on the pitch, and then the game continued. 94th minute, Pap Gay of Villarreal scored the goal. So it was more like they played, the game continued, regardless of the time, because I remember what happened in that very game. And that's about the emotional part, where I think CAS have to intervene. Now, the marketing part is, what will be the case? What will be the verdict? How would the outcome be? Talk about betting companies. Let's even look at it from the other side. Revenues that have been made. Some people placed a bet saying Morocco would win the Nations Cup and never came to pass. Now, you are saying Morocco happens to be the winners. So if I happen to place a bet and I have to go back to a sporting event or sporting shop or online to appeal and to file a case and say Morocco won this should be mine. Are you understanding me, Nestor? Yeah, if you're saying it's not done this way, if you're saying it's this way, then if Morocco can be the champion, then I won my bet. So are we going to see sporting company also file a case to CAF? Because I would say this is an embarrassment for me. If you ask me, I've never seen this happen anywhere. Never seen it. One thing I've always known for sure is the fact that Moroccan people really want everything to go their way. And it can't go Morocco all the time. People are saying it's a deep credibility. This is our credibility at stake. And already it's an embarrassment. Because one thing I understand is the fact that they vividly forgot that the world is watching. The world is watching it. It's football. Okay, let's even get to the next phase now. Let's talk about Hakimi. Let's talk about Hakimi. Hakimi said, my mom told me, let me get from here. He said, my mom told me to reject the Afcon trophy. I'm officially rejecting it, and I hope my teammates do the same. We had a chance, but failed to win. Senegal beat us fairly unfair. It should be unfair to ruin their joy after the hard work they put in. I respect the CAF decision, but I'm officially rejecting the trophy. He said, I didn't win the 2025 Afcon. Congratulations to Senegal once again. And he later posted on his cryptic message on X saying, unless energy speaks, I don't reinforce this commitment to principle over formal recognition. Now, look at Hakimi. This man you have on your screen, some people call him mommy's boy. Anyone works, right? But one of the greatest right back in the world, if not the best at this point in time, won the Champions League, and then he has come to stay. A player like Hakimi cannot be less talked about, that's the word. Now he's saying, I just hope my teammates do the same. The likes of Roman Sass, who's retired, the likes of Rahimi, the name El Zari, I'm like an El Kabi, these are the names of the Moroccan international, and Brahim Diaz, call it the team they have. And with the manager who just left them 4 months or 3 months to the World Cup, Walid Regragui. But if Hakimi can come out and say to the media, I would not take this. Mommy said to me, you can't be a champion off the pitch. While people are celebrating championship at the pitch, you're getting yours just behind the backyard. It doesn't make sense. So what Hakimi has done right now, you can say, is brilliant. Professionalism of his highest level.
Okay, common sense should tell you that he understands football. That's the first thing. And it's giving you the ideology of what he has done, not just as a player, but merely as a human being who understands the philosophy of football, the dynamics of the game, because he's still playing it and he's still there. So he sees what he understands is on the pitch, not off the pitch. You can't win off the pitch, not just the mommy's boy, but he understands the philosophy of the game. Exactly. Now, the rule of law is saying...
So it's not just about the mom, it's about him now.
It's about him.
Right.
So he understands the dynamics of the game and the philosophy of the game. But the aftermath of the game, the rule says that this has to be this. But on the pitch, what happened? You wouldn't want... I mean, everybody knows what happened on the night. So I wouldn't want, as a human being, to go back and say 2025, 2026 African Cup of Nations was won by, would I say the word merit?
Not on the pitch.
On the pitch. So I would rather say Senegalese national team, the Teranga Lions of Senegal, are the world champions of the 2025 African Cup of Nations. Squarely, simple.
Oh, I don't know, but I don't know. It's more like CAF is being pushed on those very cases. Carrington Palmer, we lost you at some point, but you're here. Hakimi's statement reads and says a lot. This is, what's the word? Like I rightly said, professionalism at its finest. Hakimi is saying, I would not have myself as a champion in that way. The Senegalese have fought, and they won it. So they deserve this champion. I am not the 2025 Afcon winner. It goes to the Sadio Mane style. It goes to the Babke. It goes to Pap Matasai. It goes to Khalidou Koulibaly. It goes to all of these players. Edward Mendy. They've done so well. They own it. So it's more like Hakimi knows, Nestor Patrick is rightly saying here on the show, he knows what it takes to be a champion. He's the winner. He's won the Champions League. He's played football to a high level. And he's the best right back in the world. No argument. There's no banter. What Hakimi has done now, how will you rate it? How good is it for African football?
About a few days after that verdict came out, I said, I don't think there's any Moroccan player that will want to win the Afcon this way. I don't think there's any Moroccan player that wants to accept the Afcon title this way, because they had the chance to win the game in 90 minutes. Brahim Diaz ultimately missing that penalty. Even Brahim Diaz, the guy that missed the penalty, I don't think he too wants to win the Afcon this way. So I'll say kudos to Hakimi. What he did was spot on, is what everyone expected of him to do. He's the captain of the team. He's one of the biggest players in African football currently, and he's also the current African Player of the Year. So yeah, I'll say I'm really proud of what Hakimi did. Yes, and that is what I expect from every other Moroccan players, honestly.
Okay, so I would love to tell you about George Weah, but we'll keep the George Weah story for tomorrow. Hopefully, Keiichukwu Agwagwa will be telling you about the George Weah story. Let's talk about one man, prolific international, Victor Osimhen. But before we get to Victor Osimhen's talk, I must say this. Credibility of CAF is at stake. I don't know what Patrice Motsepe is currently doing, but we love him. That's George Weah. He's dismissed the talk. People are saying George Weah said the Moroccans should win it, but George Weah is saying, no, I never said so. He's really calling on the court of arbitration to make sure everything goes on right. So let me just quickly quote the man you have on your screen. He said, I call on the court of arbitration for sports, CAS, and other relevant authorities to move decisively so that this travesty does not stand. He also dismissed circulating social media claims suggesting that he supported CAF's initial disciplinary decision against Senegal, where clarified that social media posts widely circulating claiming that He supported the decision by CAF Disciplinary Committee against Senegal is bluntly a farce. So it's not true that George Weah, Ballon d'Or winner, yes, I like George Weah. Everybody likes George Weah.
Everybody does.
You like him?
So much.
If someone like George Weah is talking to the media, we should be listening.
I would want to listen.
Ballon d'Or winner, played for Liberia, AC Milan, Marseille. His record is top-notch. You can't take away anything from the best. But let's keep that on the sideline. Let's talk about Victor Osimhen. I'm loving this. We have to bring a post of footage of this one so you can see that Victor Osimhen is trying to put a smile on the faces of Nigerian football, development-wise. And sometimes, well, this is like the bad one. This is the one he got injured. He got injury that just got his arm. But this one is a very big one. Now, it's breaking as well. Some sources have said that Victor Osimhen is close to acquiring Istanbulspor, and it's confirmed the Super Eagles striker's vision goes far beyond simply becoming a club owner. He intends to build a full football bridge between Nigeria and Turkey by doing some of these things you have on your screen. Number one, opening a football academy in Nigeria. Number two, discovering and developing young talents from grassroots level, creating a clear pathway for promising players to progress through Istanbulspor before moving to bigger European sides. So this is a very big, ambitious, long-term project for our very Victor Osimhen. It's a smiling one. It's a smiling one. There's no way we talk about Victor Osimhen that you would not say this is nice to see. Now, I like to say this. Let me state it. We've seen ex-international. Was he on the show? Was it on Monday? No, it was on Tuesday. I recall Ikechukwu was sitting here. He had a face, Ogubanjo as a guest, and also I can't recall the man who was on the sideline, connecting virtually. And they were talking about ex-international, how far they've done on the game. JJ plays for Fenerbahce. He played for Paris Saint-Germain. He played for Bolton. He still has some of these stands and club bases. Kanu Nwankwo played for Inter Milan, played for Ajax Amsterdam, 95, won the Champions League. He played for Arsenal. He was about the treble set. I mean, the unbeaten side, the invisible, that's what they call them. And when we look at the Balkan player, Borussia Dortmund, Sunday Olise, Finidi George, Real Betis, and Ipswich won the Champions League in 1995. So you look at these ex-internationals, you want to feel like they've done not so much for the national team. And I'm going to state it. One man is the only one I'm celebrating. I love to talk about Emmanuel Emenalo. If you give me the space on the show, I will talk about him from morning till night, and I won't get tired, because one reason, he has brought football to a high level in Saudi Arabia. That's the Nigerian. He was never a starter on the Western Hub at the 1994 World Cup, but how much he has put himself out there on the world of football shows, we can talk about Emenalo. Saudi sporting director, he is a Nigerian. So all of the Saudi football we are seeing, Al Hilal, Al Ittihad, Al Nassr, one man is just making sure this is going right. But for Victor Osimhen to come out to the media, to come out right now, we had that report says he wants to own Istanbulspor. And I love the development. He's trying to have an academy right here in Nigeria. He's still playing, not done playing. So when you make that development, it means that these guys must be overseen. When they play, it's more like mentality growth. You're playing from this level and you're getting to a higher level. You attain football. You move to Turkey, you play in Istanbulspor before club side gets to come in. So it's a big business. Yeah. It's more like, it's different from what we know. Yeah. Few players would understand how this works in Nigeria. And Victor Osimhen has come to say, I want to do this. How big is this for Nigerian football? Even though we will state, we want to see more of these ex-internationals, put their name on the paper, edge their name out there, make a way for the young talents, a lot of quality players on the street of Lagos, just Lagos alone. We don't want to talk about Maiduguri, Plateau, all of the way, Anambra State. There's so much of them.
Okay, first and foremost, this goes back all the way from when we went to the first World Cup, which was 1994. Right. And we had so many good players in our disposals. I mean, we had the likes of Emenalo, which he was never a starter. At some point, I never knew who Emenalo was.
Yeah, people don't even know him so well.
It was from 1998 I started understanding. My dad was telling me who Emenalo was the first time he met him. Then he was still in the Nigerian Navy. I mean, and I'm like, okay, if this man has never done this like, he has never gotten to this huge stage in his life. But going to Chelsea, I started following him. Yeah, and he did a lot for Chelsea. Monaco. I mean, not just Chelsea, even in London. Yeah. I mean, the way he understood the grassroots football was so helpful. Now, for Victor Osimhen to want to do this, I think it's a good way for us to embrace this, because it's not just going to help the Nigerian national team. It's not just going to be a part of the NFF. Even out of the NFF, this will be a way to help our grassroots football, develop faster. Like from the Turkish media, what they say the Turkish media reports suggest Osimhen is keen to establish a football bridge between Nigeria and Turkey, positioning Istanbulspor as a hub for developing and transitioning young African talent into European football. This is top-notch. And I would love to say this on the show. Osimhen, like I always do call him, I mean, is I love Osimhen.
You love Victor, I know, everybody knows.
Doing this is something that is, I feel emotional right now while I'm even talking because this is football. And Osimhen understands what football is all about.
Well, who must have advised Victor Osimhen? I don't know, but good one to see Victor Osimhen come out to do this. I don't know who advises. Some people say he does not have a good advisor. I don't know, but some people say that he doesn't have a good advisor. Well, look at what he's done and look at what he's trying to do. Good development. But Carrington Palmer, how good is this for Victor Osimhen?
A very good one. It's a very good development for Victor Osimhen. I've been saying this before, like we need a good footballing academy in this country. There are so many talents in this country that are wasting because there's nobody to develop them. Even our own local league, they still don't have their own academy to integrate players or to develop players. So for Victor Osimhen to come out and do this, it's a very huge one. And I hope the current players that are playing currently and the former internationals do take something out of this and also try to do something like this in the near future or as the case may be. So I'm very happy for what Victor Osimhen is doing and will do. And this is actually a good one for us because, come on, these players, they are not just, one day they are going to be on the under-17 stage, develop to probably the under-20, under-23, and even the national team. So it's a very good one from Victor Osimhen, and okay. I love what he's doing.
Yeah, everybody loves what Victor has done. But let's talk about the national team, international friendly game, Nigeria, Iran, Nigeria, Jordan. We'll tell about the officials and also the lineup, the team selection, and who Eric Chela said, yes, you should be on the squad. The controversial talk is about Stanley Wabali. He's not on the team. Clubless goalkeeper. I'm sorry to sound that way. I'm sounding nasty, but it is. He's not in the team, and also Victor Osimhen with that arm injury. But now you have on the screen the full squad: Madiko Koye with the knees, Adele Adebayo, Fulham Football Club, Francis Doho, Omonia Football Club, and also Calvin Bassey for the defense line, Fulham, Oluwashim Logo, Ajayi, Bradley Samuel, Bruno Yemechi, Seydou Senose, Igor Ogbu, Emmanuel Fernandez. A lot of people want to watch him play. I've seen him play at Glasgow Rangers, quality at the time. And you look into the midfield, Alexi Wobi, Frank Onyeka, Wilfred Ndidi, Rafael Onyedika, Fisayo Dele Bachiro. All of these guys, notable players, they know this one very well, and they are good to go. But the front line is what is highly competitive, but no Victor Osimhen, star player who stands to play the banana role in that very phase. Ademola Lookman returns from Atletico Madrid. Samuel Chukwueze also will be having a very good start and stay with Fulham because they want to see the contract stay. And they want to see it from AC Milan. I think 28 million euros or so. And Atletico Madrid also are happy with what Lookman is doing, being the first Nigerian to score in the derby. And it's good signing, making a debut for Atletico Madrid, even though they lost to Real Madrid. And Moses Simon, Paris FC, Chidera Ejuke, Sevilla, Paulo Nacho, Akko Adams, Filippo Tele, Collins Yura. So that's the name I'm liking, KLC Gang.
Yeah, that boy, I mean, I think I saw him in the Nigerian league. I can't really remember the club.
Yeah.
I mean, very paceful, very speedy. I mean, I saw Urasol. I think he scored one of the goals in one of the UEFA Europa League. If I'm not mistaken.
Europa League, right.
So Urasol is a good name who has been added to the Super Eagles list, and we keep wanting to see more of these young talents who came out from the grassroots football and made the transition into the national team. It's a good one for us. And just like Moses Simon brought in, what's his name? The injured player.
Oh, the Denda player. I can't recall.
Frederick. Is it
Benjamin
Frederick? Yeah. These are the things that we want to see for Super Eagles, and hopefully.
Yeah, but this is what is it called? International friendly, right?
Yeah, it's international friendly.
International friendly. That's what it's called. Not competitive game.
No, not competitive game.
International friendly. Are we going to say the coach give some of those young boys that space? Because that's one problem. I don't like it when you have a full team. I have seen 80% of those players. I know what they can do in a very good day. But can we see some of this, these young names that people don't even know on the jersey of Nigeria? Say, yes, let's see this guy. Let them play. Come and play. Let's see you play. Other than saying, no, the good ones we know can play. Yeah. They can do what they love to do. But I'm just looking at it from the aspect of allowing them have that chance. It's an international friendly. What team are you playing? Iran. Jordan, come on.
Iran, they're a good side, don't forget.
No, we can't. It's not Brazil now. no, let's be factual.
I mean, we've never beaten Iran.
Yeah, you want a record. You want a record.
Yeah.
But they are a small side of football. They are minnows.
Do you call Iran a small side in football?
They're small side. Jordan.
Let's not call them a small side.
When I
because the last time they played, I mean, the World Cup in '98, The US national team was unable to beat them. The last time we met in the World Cup, I mean, it was 0-0. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, 0-0. We've never beaten Iran. Iran has never beaten us. So we wait to see a decider.
Okay. Go on.
We wait for the decider. If Super Eagles will be able to get something right against the Iranian national team.
So that we've not beaten them.
No country is in minor when it comes to football.
Let's get it, Nestor. No country is minor, right? That we've not beaten Iran makes them big.
Ironically, I'm not saying the Iranian national team is a big team compared to teams like the Brazilian national team and the Nigerian national team. I mean,
how many of Iran players? How many of Iranians are out there playing top flag football? How many of them?
It's not about the name. It's about the team.
So do they have the team?
They have a team.
Where are they rated in the world?
They qualified for the World Cup.
The Super Eagles
qualified for the World
Cup. Even regardless of that, we are still ranked at the FIFA level than Iran.
Yeah. But then the last World Cup we missed out. The upper World Cup we missed out.
Can I tell you?
This World Cup we missed out.
Can I tell you? Yes, bad for the NFL, bad for Nigeria. When I want to talk about Iran, I tell you, I'm going to. What do? I want to talk about Iran. I have to just go on watching on the TV screen, or you'll go on TV screen, or possibly have my go, and I will see Middle East war, Iran will appear. Then if I feel like I want to talk about Jordan, I'll read the Bible. Okay. No disrespect to this team. I mean, Carrington, am I making sense? Please talk to me. Are these teams small teams or big teams?
Oh yeah, sure.
Because these sounded like they are big teams.
Yeah. Oh no, they are not big teams. They are not big teams. And when I saw this squad list, I was like, oh, we are playing international friendly, and it holds no super except for FIFA ranking. Except for that, there's no too much meaning to this. I was thinking probably it would have been a good time to actually add like one or two of the home base players that should that are good enough to actually. Was my own opinion. That was my own opinion in the first place. And I've seen Iwobi countless times. I've seen Dele Bashiru played. I've seen Maduka Okoye played before. And I was thinking, the new goalkeeper that actually switched his allegiance to the Super Eagles, I thought he was going to be called upon this time around, but unfortunately he wasn't called. I was thinking we were going to see a whole brand new squad for these friendly games. But Eric Chair has what he wants to do in mind. But I think these games like these should be the ones for us to see new set of players and new players that should be integrated into the national team. Let's see probably before the end of the year if we can have another friendlies like this, if some of these players will be called upon.
Okay, so just a quick report. The 15 players are in camp currently. We heard about the players who are in camp. Just as a report reaching us from yesterday evening from the media officer from Mr. Foge, we learned that we just have about 15 players. But don't forget, there will be 21 later on, and we'll see how they can go on that very well. So we wish the Super Eagles all of the best, and then hopefully they can come out right. The camp is in Antalya, and then they will have a team preparation based for 2 friendly matches in Turkish city because of, the time. So that one, Nigeria first play Iran, and that's on Friday, 4 p.m. Nigerian time, before we take on Jordan next Tuesday, March 31, with the kickoff time, 8 p.m. Nigerian time. So that's the update about Eric Chair and his lads. We wish them all the best. But the latest is from the British world. I don't know how many reports has this to say. One man has played 7 games alone in the Premier League and started 5. His name is Ben. He has the whites like me I have in here. And I'm looking at Trent Alexander-Arnold. Is now the 7th choice option for Thomas Tuchel. And in football world, everybody knows how this works. Sometimes the manager is the only face that we see. When there's a new manager, everybody has to up their game. And that's what is happening right now in the English football world. Ben White, surprising, shocking move, returns back. He said in the last World Cup in 2022, I want to leave the camp. Why do you want to leave? He said personal reasons. Up to date, nobody knows why Ben White left camp except insiders. And then it was Gareth Southgate. So is this to say he wasn't having a good time with Gareth Southgate? Of course, I don't want to think so because he made him part of the World Cup. Who leaves the World Cup? Who leaves the World Cup tournament? For you to be selected in the national team, it's a lot. But Ben White said, I'm done. I don't want to play for now, personal reasons. And he's been getting call-ups and he's been turning it down. But let's bring you his stats. 7 matches played in the Premier League, 5 as a starter. He's not even on his best of games. But one man who's a good passer of the ball, technically gifted, Trent Alexander-Arnold, right now, as we speak, he is fit. Now look at this one. Game started for us now this season. That report is funny, but he's made it with the team. Now, let's get it right. 1v1, he's very hard to beat. He's very quality when it has to do with defensive record.
Very true.
You know that. But he might not be that right back that can give you that, Trent Alexander-Arnold passes. We saw Arnold pass, against last game they played
Madrid.
against what? Atletico Madrid. Vini had to score. He got a brace. We saw that very game, and then we are saying, why would Arnold not be the team? Is that bad that Kyle Walker is off? He's retired. So Arnold currently is the 7th choice of Thomas Tuchel. And did you ever believe Ben White? What is it that Thomas Tuchel has done? What is he trying to do? What is he trying to unfold with Ben White?
Okay, I would want to say this. I wouldn't want to drive any England fans crazy at this point in time. But one thing in football, I keep saying it, football will humble you. No matter how good you are, football will humble you at the tail end of the day. I remember telling you this, that was it day before yesterday or yesterday? I remember saying Alexander-Arnold, after his injury crisis, has not really been himself. Yeah?
Oh, okay.
The same thing to Luke Shaw as well. I mean, Luke Shaw has been, getting games, getting numbers, kicking balls. But then, these guys are not where they should be. And even in the England setup, years back, like, let's say 5 years ago, Alexander-Arnold has not really been in the England setup. He has been off and on, off and on.
Out.
I mean, in the World
His
Cup,
last game was June.
Yeah. You remember in the
year.
last World Cup, it was Kieran Trippier.
Right.
Yeah, who was playing from 2. At some point, they even deployed Dyer, who went there to play in the World Cup. So this time, where we needed to see a certain Trent, Trent is not giving us the kind of strength he needs.
Oh, that's a line.
I'm
not liking that part. Trent is not giving us the kind of strength.
We need,
He's not giving us the strength we need.
As fans, to see him don the white, the 3 Lions of England jersey. Because, so many things has happened. You see him struggling to get game time, even at Madrid, when he was fit.
Right.
Presently now, I don't see Trent Alexander-Arnold.
So no World Cup for him?
This is just a friendly. It's just a simple tournament. Maybe
just a friendly.
Because of the last Nations Cup, he was deployed they gave him a free role in the midfield to play. Maybe Tuchel might go back and look at what he did and say, okay, let's see if we can find somewhere to fill in this name, Trent Alexander.
Well, for me, I don't think it's about emotions. I just feel like the manager knows what he wants, because I look at some people are saying he's a very good player, a good passer of the ball. But some people are saying the reason why he's out of the squad is because he made a move. But Real Madrid is big. He's not the first player who has gone out. He said Real Madrid or no other club. So I'm saying he left England, he left Liverpool, and that's the reason why he's lost his shirt. McManaman went away from the British football and went to Madrid, and he was getting call-ups. Michael Owen as well got call-ups. Real Madrid, David Beckham, Real Madrid. Owen Hargreaves, Bayern Munich got call-ups. Jude Bellingham, Borussia Dortmund at that point got call-ups. So I don't really think it's about that. But so I'm saying that's what it is. But Thomas Tuchel is a German. So Palmer, tell me, Carrington Palmer, let me just tell you if I have a conversation with you. So just so you know, Carrington Palmer, are you aware that Cole Palmer have just 1 assist this season?
This season, yeah.
1 assist. But let's keep that. Call your name. So maybe that name for now, just Carrington Palmer.
So it's ring a bell.
So tell me about Trent Alexander-Arnold, Ben White's call.
This is a very shocking one for us. Like, nobody saw this coming at all. Like Ben White being called ahead of Trent Alexander-Arnold. But one thing we have to know about Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel is a coach that likes his fullback to not just attack, but also defend very, very, very well. We saw that at Chelsea with Reece James, and also Ben Chilwell too. His fullbacks were actually very good going forward and going backward. And we know Trent Alexander-Arnold's weakness is his primary role as a defender. Like 1v1, Alexander-Arnold is a very easy defender to beat 1v1 any day, anytime. So, and I would say this his first season at Madrid has not been what we expected. He has been very, very, very unlucky with injuries, and even sometimes when he was featuring, when Alonso was still in charge as the Real Madrid manager, but Carvajal, a 30-something years old Carvajal, was still playing sometimes ahead of him, even in big games.
Yeah.
So, I think Thomas Tuchel knows what he wants. And recently Trent was also out injured. He just came back, although he had beautiful assist for that goal against Atletico Madrid, I must say. But I think should I say Ben White deserved his call? I don't know if that's the right word I would use, but I think the manager exactly knows what he wants. I think he wants his fullback to be very good, just not only in the attacking department, but also in their defensive duties. And we saw that Rich James is not going to be available because of injury, and some other players have also drawn out because of injury. So they just want to make use of what is available and also keep the rest fresh. Probably we might see Arnold in the World Cup, but I don't know yet. But I think, most England fans, especially the Arsenal fans, they are happy to see Ben White back in the England. They are happy to see Ben White back in the England colours. So, for Arnold, I think he just needs to step up. Like, this is a wake-up call for him to actually step up and do something about his defensive side of the game. It's not going to be easy, but he really needs to step up on it very well.
Okay. Carrington Palmer, thank you so much for being part of the show today. Thank you so much. It was always great to have you. Always a welcome moment anytime you're on the show. I feel great to have you on the Sports Republic. We can do this again. But think about the name Palmer, just to say, like, I don't know. I see you. All right, so thank you so much, Nestor Patrick. It's time for us to call it a close. I really appreciate your time on the show today. And then we have to go, letting you know some of the headlines right now. France-Brazil game coming up for Thursday. And then we have to let you know that late Diogo Jota was called up in the Portuguese squad. His name was written in the red blank. And we also have the end of an era. Mo Salah have announced that he will be leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. So this is a friendly game coming up. These are just some of the headlines. We'll tell them more hopefully tomorrow. And do well to join the guys 5 p.m. so they can take you through to the next phase. And we have to call it a go. It's still good morning. I can say good morning when the time is afternoon. We'll say good afternoon to you. Thank you so much for being on the show today. And I'll see you again tomorrow, hopefully Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, we do more. Come.
Join us as we drive into the world of politics through insightful interviews with prominent political figures, both serving and former governors, ministers, senators, legislators, party chieftains, activists, and analysts. Get first-hand information into the decision-making processes that affect our daily lives. Highly engaging one-hour program that brings political discourse into focus.
I am Chukwuma Okoro.
Political Lens, Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Join us. To know the happenings in the maritime sector, join us on the program Maritime Frontiers on VOP TV as we discuss key areas in the maritime sector from aquaculture, maritime transportation, maritime labor regulation, oil and gas exploration, ferry and passenger insurance, marine pollution and prevention, port operations, and lots more. Maritime Frontiers, exploring Nigeria's blue economy.
Welcome to the locker room, the home of football talk that matters. I am Jerry Apelon. Join us every weekday, Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Nigerian time, as we share the hot takes and hot debates in the exciting world of football. And joining me are the usual suspects, Ikechukwu and Mayowa, as we break down all the hot takes and everything that's happening in the football. Don't just watch football, live it with us. Catch us on the locker room and Voice of the People television at 5 p.m. Nigerian time. And like I always say, if not 20 minutes off, please discuss.
And it's Hakim Ziyech, who puts the Atlas.
When you say, make Nigeria no happen to you, me sef go say, make you no happen to Nigeria.
You dey bypass your light meter. You dey jump queue.
Yet, you dey wait make Nigeria change for you. My brother, my sister, you sef change.
Oh yeah, see that Naija pikin wey pack dirty wey block gutter wey dey cause flood.
Abba, Naija pikin, make we dey care for our environment.
Gen Z is no one work. Now quick cash them they find.
Just like that, boys don't turn Pablo. And girls?
Hablets.
Wetin dey happen?
We dey argue online, spread fake news with our full chest, divide ourselves on top religion, tribe, and politics matter.
But we go dey shout, no unity for Naija.
My brother, my sister, unity begins with you.
Someone japa, nobody wants stay. But who go fix Naija if no be you?
Omo, you go stay o.
Naija dey wait for us same way we dey wait for Naija. That's why National Orientation Agency don bring this better ogbonge plan wey go change the game. That na 7 for 7 agenda. 7 promises from leaders and 7 citizen codes.
Equality, democracy, entrepreneurship, employment, peace and security, inclusivity, justice, meritocracy. Now the Naija promises.
But without our own discipline, duty of care and tolerance, respect and true leadership, transparency we all need, environmental awareness, resilience in no go walk.
7 promises, them don't talk am. 7 codes, now we go do am more. No dey wait, no dey look face, join body make we run the race. Now you and me, now you and me, now you and me, go fix our Naija.
Leave bribery, wash your hands. Come out from my ways. Talk true when you see security concern now all of us.
No dey complain about Naija, complaining no dey change our mode. If you be true Nigerian, if you be ogbonge Naija, if we want better tomorrow, now we go make them work today. Hey.
7 promises, them don't talk am. 7 codes, now we go do am more. No dey wait, no dey look face, join body make we run the race. Now you and me, now you and me, now you and me, go fix our Naija. Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Edo and River.
If we be true Nigerians, we go rise hand in hand. Uphold the 7 for 7 agenda for Nigeria, our hope, our pride, and our strength.
Powered by National Orientation Agency.
In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe. Hunger no get religion.
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues, on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The Issues. Don't just react, understand.
African News on Voice of the People Television, where we don't just bring you the news, we bring you Africa's heartbeat, the policies that shapes our world, and the economy that determines our future. African News on Voice of the People Television. Stay with us.
When I first heard VOP, I thought they were talking about me because I'm a voice-over personality, but no, this is Voice of the People TV, and you are riveted forever because this is the place to be.
Yo guys, your boy Chela, shout out to VOP TV. I love you guys.
Salut tout le monde, Suspect 95, là on est sur VOP TV, on passe un bon temps, j'espère que vous kiffez, on est au Afrima, on est ensemble, VOP TV.
Don't see me like a fool because I don't do giddy giddy giddy. VOP, you don't know somewhere from Ghana representing live and living color. Yeah, Bim Nation President, outside with it. Bless up.
Hello, this is Milo from Ivory Coast. Keep watch Voice of the People TV. Regardez la voix du peuple, la télévision de la voix du peuple. Que Dieu vous bénisse. À très bientôt. Love you so much.
Hi guys, what's up? This is Gaze Baba. I am watching VOP TV. Usually you'll be told to not touch the dial, but I tell you to touch the dial and increase the volume. You're like, keep it locked, it's Afro Gospel. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Shego Arunze, you're watching VOP. Don't change the dial.
My Joe, fine girl. My Joe, fine babe. Only are you, but on the Fuji was who. Yes, don't touch the dial. This is me, Dr. Adiwala Iba. Keep watching VOP.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education system. Edu Dialogue, Saturdays, 3 p.m., only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday, 3 p.m. on Voice of the People Television.
In a world where power shapes with every headline.
In a nation full of questions.
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs the voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing. And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns.
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers. From everyday wellness to urgent health issues, we've got you covered. Health Check, only on Voice of the People Television, where your health has a voice.
Welcome to the locker room, the home of football talk that matters. I am Jerry Arpelehan. Join us every weekday, Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Nigerian time, as we share the hot takes and hot debates in the exciting world of football. And joining me are the usual suspects, Ikechukwu and Mayowa, as we break down all the hot takes and everything that's happening in the football. Don't just watch football, live it with us. Catch us on the Locker Room and Voice of the People television at 5 p.m. Nigerian time. And like I always say, if not 20 minutes off, with the sport.
To know the happenings in the maritime sector, join us on the program Maritime Frontiers on VOP TV as we discuss key areas in the maritime sector, from aquaculture, maritime transportation, maritime labor regulation, oil and gas exploration, ferry and passenger insurance, marine pollution and prevention, port operations, and lots more. Maritime Frontiers, exploring Nigeria's blue economy. Join us as we drive into the world of politics through insightful interviews with prominent political figures, both serving and former governors, ministers, senators, legislators, party chieftains.
Well, hello and welcome to the Midday News and Voice of the People television. I am David Edwin. First, the headlines. President Tinubu worried over violence. Ahmed Sanusi assumes duty as FCT Police Commissioner. Political parties challenge INEC's rule. NBA slams Showore over court conduct. Federal government sets deadline for Enugu-Onitsha road reopening. Federal government sorry over outages. In business, CBN calls for African cooperation on financial risk. And in sports, Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah set to leave Anfield. In the world of entertainment, jury hits Cosby with $19 million damages. And now the news in full. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is reportedly deeply troubled by the country's persistent security challenges. A presidential aide revealed on Tuesday that the commander-in-chief is having sleepless nights as new criminal tactics emerge across the federation. Senior Special Assistant Abdullahi Yakasi noted that while some areas like the Abuja-Kaduna Highway have seen improvement, bandits have shifted to guerrilla warfare. He highlighted recent spikes in criminal activities in Kwara and Niger states as major areas of concern. Yakasai also suggested that the current wave of insecurity may not be entirely random. He claimed that certain elements are intentionally instigating violence to sabotage the government and damage the administration's reputation. The presidency also insisted that weekly Security Council meetings are being held to stay ahead of these evolving threats. Officials are urging Nigerians to remain patient, promising that a coordinated approach will eventually eliminate the menace. Meanwhile, Ahmed Sanusi has assumed duty as the 35th Commissioner of Police of the FCT Police Command. He takes over from the former Commissioner of Police, Mila Dantawaye, who has been elevated to the rank of Assistant Inspector General of Police. Our correspondent in the capital, Ferdinand Iba, has his details.
Government area of Kogi State. He was enlisted into the Addressing the officers of the command immediately the inspection of the parade ground at the FCT Police Command, the new CP, who was a seasoned police officer with decades of meritorious service and extensive professional experience, and he was born on the 20th of May 1972 and hails from Lokoja local government area of Kogi State. He was enlisted into the Nigerian Police Force as a cadet assistant to Superintendent of Police Course 20 in May 2000. Following his successful training and passing out parade in 2001, he was posted to the Niger State Police Command, where he commenced his policing career. As he assumes duty as the 35th Commissioner of Police, affirmed his commitment to safeguarding existing security frameworks and enhancing community police relations across the Federal Capital Territory.
We have to wake up. If we do not wake up, we will show you the way out. I honestly would not condone laxity. We have palpable situations ahead of us. We have conventions or primaries and whatever. We have civil society organizations to do it. We have other things, a lot of things to do. So it's not time to sleep. The area commanders, you have to wake up. I will not want to call an area commander by 1 a.m. and tell me he's sleeping. It means you're not ready to work with me. You have to